Go off a handoff here to Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Chargers 0. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, Carter, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Touchdown! Donald Parham, 30 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's gained 25 yards off the play. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They pitch it to Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
On the stop. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A big play there for LA. 48 yards.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly, but in this case, he held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not typical, but it sure worked out well.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Austin Eckler. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, it gets paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. His guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On 4th down, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Once more, here's Eckler. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
He's a loss of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, Eckler. And some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Up the middle with Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On the give, this is Eckler. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's Eckler again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Lions will take over.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Again, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. One last throw here for Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 of the 7. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.